This is Ecclesiastes 3 and 4. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Economic inflation. In economics, inflation is a sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. When the price level rises, each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services. Consequently, inflation reflects a reduction in the purchasing power per unit, a loss of real value in the medium of currency over time. Let's see. Japan's Shinzo Abe cancels Iran visit over United States pressure. Excuse me, lucky. Report says. And basically, Iran is saying that if you don't buy our oil, we're not going to buy any goods from you. Which is just going to cause a real war. Because look at Shinzo's face. He's like, yes, master. He's got the face of a fucking slave. And this Donald Trump, he's got the face of an Edomite. Look at he's ruling. Okay, let's get a little bit on this article. Like I was saying, see, Iran is not going to be buying anything from the United States or from Japan or from anybody that does not buy any oil from them. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has given up on a plan to visit Iran this summer, Kyodo News said on Wednesday, as U.S. President Donald Trump has taken an increasingly tough line against Tehran, which is a sanction. The visit to Iran would have been the first by a Japanese leader in 40 years, forming a part of Abe's scheduled tour through the Middle East from July 11th, Kyoto said. Now that would have been peace. That would have meant some sort of peace. But if there's an economic struggle and the dollar is inflated to the max, it's not going to have any purchasing power. Once that dollar has no purchasing power, there has to be a new source of income to replace that one, or else the military backs up that dollar. That doesn't have any currency. They can't buy stuff. So it's like I wish I had a good example, but I'm gonna give it a try. See, when Rome and Greece came together, there wasn't a war. They just came together, and they had a new currency set in place. And what protected that currency was their military. Okay, that wasn't that bad. All right. It's Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all both small and great. Isn't Japan small? Japan is a small company, a small shit. What? It's a country, right? But it's not a country because they're more into a corporate state now, and they're all going to form that one world union or order. And Iran is also small because it's suffering from the great country, which is the United States and the EU and all their allies. Because the great country is saying, you know what? We ain't buying anything from you unless you do what I say. So let me start all over. And he calls it all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Makah Kodash, and the elders out there in Israel, starting with the apostles of GMS on down. You know, I wouldn't have never figured this out. So, and he called it all. So all means all the corporations, all the corporate countries, because there's no more countries anymore. It's just corporations now. And the United States is a good example because they have two flags. One that you see without the fringes, which is stands for the citizens or the people of that country, and then the other one is interested, the corporate United States, the one with the gold fringes, and that is susceptible to maritime law. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that's coming. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Man. And the Revelation 13:7 goes with, I forget what's that, with the three unclean spirits. It might be in this one, but this chapter, I mean. But let's go back to that. Because no man might buy or sell. Because if you can't do business with another country, you don't have any freedom to establish your own strong currency. The Japanese, whatever yen, or that is super inflated. And I think Iran is one of the few countries that's backed by gold. I'm not sure. Don't take it to the bank on it. Alright. To visit Iran would have been the first by a Japanese leader in 40 years, forming a part of Abe's scheduled tour through the Middle East from July 11th, Kyoto said. But Japan has told Iran that Abe would not be able to visit its capital, Tehran, despite arrangements they had made, making for his talk with President Hassan Rouhani. See? Arrangements. They had to do all kinds of stuff to make this happen. And now, the great country, the beast, the dragon, and the number of beasts are being, Donald Trump is basically saying this guy, Iran, does not want to fall in line. And we need you to be our ally and show us some respect by not conducting business with them. See, so that's going to lead to the real wars. However, Motosada Matano, a spokesman for the Japanese Prime Minister office, told Reuters nothing had been decided about Abe's overseas travel plans. Right. The decision not to visit Iran was made in light of Trump's push to isolate Tehran and choke off its oil exports. Because if Iran can't sell its oil, it doesn't have any money. And if they don't have any money, they can't buy any food. They have their own food, they can make their own food, but if you keep using your food and you don't replenish it, let's say if we go camping for 3 days and we only take enough food for 3 days, we need to leave that campsite by the 3rd day, or else we ain't gonna have food for the 4th day. And what Trump's doing is really wicked, because I don't know if it's in a book or something, but when I was younger in my martial arts training, I don't know if I read a book about it or if I had to study on it, but samurai code of ethics or some shit like that. But anyways, some samurai was about to be a shogun, because it's all territorial, right? You can't if there is a landmass A and landmass C, and landmass B is in the middle, and you have to cross through landmass B for landmass A to conduct business with landmass C, then landmass B is going to be like, we want some of that money. But if landmass B is not available, then you cut off both of those A and C's line of imports. Basically what I'm saying is you don't win wars. There's no honor in winning a war through salt and rice. That's what Trump's doing. He has no honor. Trying to choke him off, but that was it for that. Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. See, the beast is not a beast, it's a man. And those men are the Edomites, the Amalekites. And his number is 636. Oh, there it is. Now let me go back to set it up. Alright, so like I read, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. That's one entity. For it is the number of a man. That's him, the number of a man, and his number is 636. But on the previous scripture, Revelation 13:17, it says that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number. So there's three things: the mark, the name, and the number. So the mark is the chip. The name of the beast is you celebrating like you're an Edomite, taking into that fallenness, and or the number is the actual system, because the numbers are part of a system. The calendar is a system. Those keys that you have on your keyboard when in your computer, those are part of a system, a numerical sequence. All these three have to do with this. Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw three unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon. The mouth of the dragon would be considered Donald Trump, because the dragon is a beast of war, an intelligent beast of war. But that doesn't mean that all dragons are Edomites, because Quetzalcoatl is a dragon. Quetzalcoatl is not an Edomite. He is reincarnation of Yahushua. Now the mouth of the beast. The mouth of the beast is the banking system. That's the number. That's the number. Okay? I don't forget his fucking name. George L. Lurie. He created that UPC barcode in the 70s, and that's part of that shit. And out of the mouth of the false prophet, which is basically anyone teaching against this truth, starting with the Catholic Church. Because these three things form three separate city-states, if you take it into consideration. The head of the dragon is Washington, D.C., and of the mouth is London, the banking system, and of the false prophet is Vatican. Three separate city-states. Okay? For they are spirits of devils working miracles. So the devil Donald Trump is working his own miracle by saying, you better not buy anything from Iran, or we're going to get you. I'm going to whip your ass, and go forth into the kings of the earth and of the whole world to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh Almighty. And this is the message. And I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked, and I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible. Okay? The wicked and the terrible are the Edomites and the other nations that can't seem to stop sinning. But anyways, with that, I'll say Shalom. Till the next time.